Yo, this is Top Flight, and we are back on our Elvis Presley journey. What do they call Elvis? They call Elvis the King because I know they call Michael Jackson like the King of Pop. What is he the
I
King of
think
Rock?
the
Is
king.
Elvis Presley the King of Rock? Is that the nickname they used to have for him?
You better
We're
check that
going
out
down
because
this. Yeah, we're going down this
you have a good
journey.
impression of
Everyone.
him.
Yeah, because we had an original impression of him. Some of it's starting to change now that we're starting to dig. The crazy thing is, one person said in the comment, they said that thank you very much. He only really said that one time, and that was at the end of one of his performances later in life. And he said thank you very much or whatever like that. And then, but people make it seem like that's what he says all the time,
Oh,
which
that's what I was saying. Impression. That's what I meant by impression. You have that good.
oh
However
yeah.
you do
Oh,
it.
that's what I mean. I thought you were saying the impression we had of him
Hey,
prior to doing this. Yeah, I didn't. I'm figuring it out as we go because, as I said, there's a bunch of myths around this man, and from where I stood, I couldn't tell what about him. A lot of people are saying check out some of these songs. I didn't know. I didn't even know he was from Tupelo, Mississippi, until I looked it up.
see,
And
I thought like when he started, he got all his stuff. Like he was like, was it like the Marvin Gaye's or like all them were around at that time, weren't they? Like the Al Greens or something, or
I think Marvin and them might have been around. Because let me
even
see.
the Sam Cooks. I don't know. Like he,
Sam Cooke got to be around. Let me see. Because he's born in 35. He died in 77. Let's see. Marvin's born in 39, died in 84. So
but
Marvin's,
who was all in that area because that was a time when there was like, you know, a lot of segregation, but also
yeah.
like there was also they did have those what are they jugs or when people dance or they go crazy. What was that called?
I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, I can't remember. Someone said that last song we listened to was a song dealing with Martin Luther King and stuff. I'm not 100% for sure. I need to go do my research on that. That If I Can Dream joint because Martin Luther King had passed away. So
In the
I'm trying to
ghetto.
dig to understand all this and stuff like that from what I was told versus what is the truth. A lot of his fans, shout out to all his fans because they're on here telling like, "Yo, you really got to check all this. He's not like this," and da 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 da. And they presented him like this and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to dig and see what time it is. They said watch the movie. They said we probably should watch the movie on here, but let's get into
Maybe
this.
we should. Maybe we should. If we could
Yeah,
figure out how to post it. Someone tell me how. Someone break us down how we could post a video, a movie.
yeah. In the Ghetto, Elvis Presley. Is this the first song that said the word ghetto on it? Because on
Can't
it,
be.
it's,
What was that
it's been,
Marvin Gaye song in the ghetto?
does
That
Marvin
was like
Gaye
one of
have
my.
a song called "In the Ghetto"? I don't think he does he?
Or, oh no, maybe Spice One remixed Marvin Gaye's "Inner City Blues,"
Yeah, Inner
where
City Blues. Yeah, I was like, no.
Spice One had
Yeah,
a
Inner
song
City
that he
Blues.
remixed "Inner
I
City
remember the
Blues" with
song
the ghetto.
"In the Ghetto," talking about the ghetto. I remember that song, the hip hop song. But
That's another one.
yeah. But let's check out Elvis Presley in the Ghetto. Let's check this.
That's a good question though. Where did the ghetto come from? Like the name.
As
That
the
is
snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto, and his mama cries, 'cause if there's one thing that she don't need is another hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. People, don't you understand? Your child needs a helping hand. He'll grow to be an angry young man someday. Take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? Well, the world turns And a hungry little boy with a runny nose plays in the street as the cold wind blows in the ghetto. And his hunger burns. So he starts to roam the streets at night, and he learns how to steal and he learns how to fight in the ghetto. Then one night in desperation, the young man breaks away. He buys a gun, he steals a car, tries to run, but he don't get far, and his mama cries. As a crowd gathers round, an angry young man face down in the street with a gun in his hand in the ghetto. And as her young man dies, on a cold and gray Chicago morning, another little baby child is born in the ghetto. And his mama cried.
It's interesting. Very interesting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those, like, I really need to know more of the story. Like, I have to know more because I can see how people can take it both ways. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can see where the myth starts, and I can see where someone could be like, well, he's putting light towards something that exists that no one's talking about. On the other end, I can see where someone could take it as in, A, why are you pointing at that if you're not helping that? So, but then I don't know what all he did with his like earnings, or with what type of community person he was, or because he's from Tupelo, so I don't know what all he did for Tupelo, because Tupelo has a high, I know, black rate, and so I don't know the whole situation.
This may be a stupid question I should know the answer to, but is the ghetto only, is it only referred to one demographic of community, or because I know, or is it?
Because so originally the word stems from Jewish people that were forced to live in Europe, and that's where the term starts from. Then when it gets over here, that's what it becomes like.
Is it classified as like minority? The poor? Is it only
poor.
Black and because the Latino hoods are like Mario, or was it
Those were ghettos too, but then it was like those are poor and stuff like that. Then the black term turned to more being like hood, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, like I get it's hard to see, like you can see both sides of, you know what I'm saying? Like you see what the myth means and you see how people can take this either way, but it's like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know enough about him. If he saw it and experienced it or saw it, and he really felt genuine about it, and he sung it. That's what I'm saying.
I'm cool with it. I don't hear the pain in his voice on this song, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just like my preference of like
sound.
It's my preference of sound. So I would say like if he's genuine and he's really, cares, then that's great. If he's doing it for attention, that's not great. So I would assume the latter. Like I would assume he's singing it because he feels it. Singers don't always, like back then, I don't think if you already have that many hits, you're not doing stuff for hits. Maybe you are, but I would assume there's that time with everything going on in the world, and you grew up in a black area, you probably had empathy for those, that demographic. I would assume like.
And that's what people are saying, like his fans are saying on our page right now. And so that's why I'm willing to listen to it, because that's, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe what we were told in the myths wasn't the same as what, you know what I'm saying? Like, so then I'm trying to see for myself. So I'm trying to listen to the music, and then I'm probably, as I told you, I'm gonna watch the documentary, and then they told me another documentary to watch. Make sure you don't move your shirt because your mic is just scratching. Whatever.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
My bad. The whole time it was scratching, or just that
No, just
moment
now
I?
when you were doing
Oh,
that.
okay.
But
Because I know how much they hated when you was eating. So
but yeah, I told you they go see it. They gonna see it once we drop that Ren though. But yeah, man. It says the song refers to living in an impoverished, often segregated urban area characterized by poverty, neglect, and limited opportunities. Popularized by the 1969 Elvis Presley song written by Mac Davis, it signifies a trapped, vicious circle of poverty and crime where residents, historically minority groups, face harsh conditions and systematic barriers to escaping, as discussed by him. Yeah. So like from that point with like the systematic stuff and stuff like that, if that's the angle it's coming from, it's real. That's the truth. There's tons of systematic barriers, and if you're shining light on them so people can know that this actually exists to either help or understand how to break those barriers, then that's dope. You know what I'm saying? But I get like I do get how people could take it both ways, because if you're looking at it and you're like you live in the hood and you see a dude singing like this and he's on TV looking glitz and glamour and he's singing about it, you can take it some type of way. You know what I'm saying? They even
There's
do
no
it in rap.
they do it everywhere now. Like I would say, if he grew up with the same people and he became the super famous one, people are gonna hate regardless.
Yeah.
And the people around him, guaranteed, were part of the problem. You know what I mean? Even if he wasn't intentionally, the world was just in a bad space where it would be hard to separate. It would be hard to make it this big and not be around the people who are part of the problem, if that makes sense. But
yeah, I want to dig more and see what's popping. So I just got to dig more. That's what it is. We got to keep digging. Let's go. Y'all tell us what to watch.